Welcome back. You were on vacation. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Nice and tan. Feels good to hit the button again.
I like
It's been
that
too
button.
long.
I really like that button.
Sandbox Boys. This show is partially brought to you by Ghost. I'm currently drinking the citrus. It's great.
False advertising.
1,000 milligrams. Carnipure carnitine. Supposedly good shit. But welcome back, Sandbox Boys.
That is the longest intro, dude.
Yeah, we got to cut that. We'll find a way to cut that. I don't even know if we can use that for copywriting purposes, but we'll find out.
It's a generic sound on our soundboard
That's
that
what
we
I'm
paid
saying.
for.
So we're going to use it.
Yeah, why can't we? There's no copyright on that. That's like saying there's copyright on U2 songs that come pre-downloaded. Shut up. I'll do whatever I want with that song.
I'll do whatever I want with that.
I'll put it wherever I put. Damn, please.
So how you been? I was on vacation. How you been?
Tired, man.
Yeah.
Tired.
You working?
Working.
vacation?
Trying to keep Otto outside and playing around as much as possible.
Dude, he's cashed out right now.
Yeah.
He's like
I know.
underneath the cameras.
He's got a ton of energy these days, though. So
He's cashed.
Working, just making a lot of time for friends. I went to Gabe's girlfriend's birthday celebration at Envy
Oh, nice.
with
How's
all
that?
of them. It was a good time. It was a good time. Her twin brother was also there, so
Oh,
it was like a dual birthday celebration. I got to meet all his friends, all her friends. Some of Gabe's friends came.
Nice.
It was a good time.
Good.
And just obviously like going out after work and stuff, and then just making time for everyone else.
Dude, sick.
Yeah.
Good deal.
How was
Good deal.
vacation?
It was good.
Where were you again?
We went to Anna Maria Island. That place is sweet.
Is that Florida?
Yeah, it's in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Florida. You're like kind of an hour-ish south of Tampa.
Word.
But it's really nice. It's a nice spot. It's not like spring breaky. It's not industrial. It's very beachy.
Right.
Very beach towny. Very cool. Fun place.
Cool.
Awesome vacation to go on.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot happened in that week.
oh yeah.
A lot happened in the week while I was gone. There was a lot of stuff. Sports related, world related. You go away to Florida for a week and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much shit going on around me.
Well, dude, what was going on in Florida? Like there had to be some crazy stuff. Like there's always Florida headlines.
Florida.
Come on, you didn't pick anything up down there?
Well,
There's no juicy tea?
It's not really that kind of spot.
You didn't meet a stranger or anything?
Did we meet a stranger? No, I mean, we went to the Rays game and we saw this grandma. Like,
Nah, dude, I want to see
bitching.
crackheads at the gas station. What do you got there?
Huh?
What do you got in that department?
The
I
gas
want
station?
crackhead at the gas station stories. I want Florida man news stories, dude.
I don't have one of those for you from this
Not some
vacation.
grandma at the Rays.
Well, she was
dude.
just bitching at this kid and then they like upgraded their seats.
Yeah, I've seen enough Karens in my life.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
The dad was like, stop talking to my kid. And she's like, rah, rah, rah. And he was like, stop talking to my kid. Like, he's a kid. He's literally 6 years old. Stop talking to him.
That's
And he went and
terrible.
grabbed like a security guard and then they like moved him to a spot, like a different spot.
That's so annoying. That's terrible.
I was like, geez, come on. Can't we all just get along at a baseball game? Come on.
No, dude, people are grumpy at baseball games. Baseball
She was.
Baseball
He
has
was,
like
that's
the
for sure.
grumpiest fan base.
You think so?
Yeah, because
Football might.
no, football has like the rowdiest. Baseball has the grumpiest.
I don't think football has the rowdiest by far. I think it's hockey or lacrosse that have the two most rowdy fan bases. Unless you're the Bills Mafia and then you're breaking tables. But that's a complete other subject.
So I think football fans are rowdier because it's just like a bunch of big drunk like America type of dudes, right? Like lacrosse fans, yeah, they're rowdy, but in a different sense. And hockey fans, yeah, for sure, I would get behind that. But football's up there in
they're
terms of rowdy.
Ah.
But grumpy is baseball.
Yeah, I guess.
Bro, they're just sitting there, grumped up. Grr.
grumped up.
Strike out. Grr.
I will say that was like the only bad thing that happened at that game, and that wasn't even that bad. So it was like
Yeah, that's
it
fair.
was just one of those things.
All right.
No-
well, how
no,
about the
like, true
concert?
Florida
How about the concert last night? That was sick.
Oh, dude, Dead
that
and
was
Company
sick.
last night was sick.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been a crazy week. Dead and Company last night was wild. I think the most wild thing that happened there wasn't even close to the most wild thing that happened in Florida. And in my mind, the most wild thing that happened last night was when we were walking up to get to the GA seating. And those people were in front of us, and she just randomly grabbed that tall biker-looking guy, hippie, and just just making out with him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. And they, like, stopped traffic just so that they can make out.
You think they were swapping, like, ecstasy pills or something?
I don't know. You said that last night, and I was like, dude, they might have been. I mean, they very well could have been, because afterwards, the guy was like, he was, like, cleaning his mouth off. It got sloppy. And I mean, they were probably like in their late 50s, early 60s, maybe mid 60s even. And I was like, whoa, these people are going at it. Dead Company fans go at it.
The most active people I saw at that concert last night were definitely the older crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we were vibing.
I don't think
like,
I saw.
They were like dancing.
I didn't see one person my age or our age that was like tripping or like super stoned.
No, you did see that dad and the daughter though, and you're like, well,
no, it was a dad and a son, but the son just looked drunk.
Yeah, and he was. I
didn't see anybody like rolling on Molly, but that one dude who was dancing in front of us.
Oh, that guy was rolling,
and then he was
on something.
He was so sweaty.
He was so sweaty. It was just in like
hair.
Gross, greasy strands of like shoulder length hair. I was like, oh man.
And he starts combing his shit back, and then he pulls out a ponytail, and he's got the tiniest, like wettest little rat tail pony.
Dude, yeah, that one was tough. It's just so crazy though, because like they didn't even care that we were just standing by like a drink vendor, just dancing in the aisles. Like nobody cared. I
want to be that guy when I'm older though.
Yeah, rat just going to a concert, letting loose.
Like, dude,
I don't want the rat tail. I just want the whole persona, just letting loose, hanging out. I don't want the rat tail. I'm cool.
That's what it takes.
Okay, so speaking of the concert, we got some merch because it was the last tour that they're gonna do as Dead and Company, right? So like John Mayer's been playing with them. There's only so many members of the original left, one or two. So we were like, you know what, we got to pick up some merch. So did you bring yours? Is yours in the room?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna show you what I got.
Because I got one. I basically got one of the same shirts as you. Yeah, that one's dope.
I got this shirt.
That's dope.
Just because it's the continuation of one that I already have, so that's sick. And then I'm gonna grab the others.
I like that. I like the crown.
So then they had the long sleeve too, which the long sleeve was. They've always had like the coolest merch. Like their merch is some of the coolest stuff. It's the big decal.
Oh, more roses, more roses.
The big decal. Dude, they put roses on everything. And then the tour on the back, which was cool. Long sleeve drummer was wearing this last night, which was pretty sweet to see. And then Hop and I both got. I mean, you and I both got.
You can't not, dude.
I know.
Fuck off.
They got the bears hanging out the VW.
That's so fly.
It's too good for the last tour.
Yo, hold on. And look at the Uncle Sam skeleton.
Yeah, and the Uncle Sam skelly.
And the sun.
And in the back, you've got like the eyeball carrying the logo in the tour. Yeah. Too cool, man. Good on them. They got good shit. Yeah.
Spent a pretty penny on the merch too. It was not.
Yeah, we did. I figured I justified it in my mind.
Oh yeah, of course, you have to. But then you walk away from it, and you're like,
yeah, that was actually a decent amount.
It's a chunk.
That was a decent amount. Whatever, worth it.
Yeah, concert was great though.
Oh, dude, music was great.
Concert was
John
great.
Mayer crushes. I mean, he's probably the most perfect person that they could have put into that role was John Mayer.
I would agree. I'm not that I'm like an expert on any of this at all, but I've definitely never really like listened to John Mayer like actually be playing guitar, and to see that live and that be like my first experience. That dude fucking shreds.
Dude, he does. He shreds.
That dude
I was telling you last night, he shreds, and also an underrated shredder is Brad Paisley. Brad Paisley can also just
but this ain't about Paisley.
Down,
right Sorry, buddy. This is about
but
John
it's about John Mayer.
Mayer
it's about John
out there in studio headphones in the most basic, just like members only bomber.
He wears the studio
the casual slacks and just like the classic white blazer sneakers, and he was like,
"Yep."
I'm
surprised he wasn't wearing like his Wotherspoons that he has. He's got a pair of Wotherspoons that he
Good for him.
That's what I told you. His watches and his shoes are like the two things I feel like that he balls out on the most.
Man, must be nice.
But he's a hell of a talent. He was though, dude. I looked at you, I was like, that he wants to sound so good, so bad that he's just wearing studio headphones,
bro,
so that he can just hear the best that he can.
And some of those riffs, like that one where he was just freelancing on it.
Oh yeah, the video I got where he was just tearing it up in the groove
for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah,
extended the song by I don't even know.
I don't know, a couple minutes at least, almost 5 probably.
Those are some long songs.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the last great jam bands left. You know.
So here's the thing with that type of music, live. Super dope.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Oh, such a fun Vibe Live. Because they played for
Vibe Live,
they took a 45-minute
cool
break,
experience.
but they played for the better part of like 3.5 hours.
Definitely.
With a 45-minute break, granted, but still.
Yes.
Crazy good.
About 45.
Crazy fun.
Great experience.
Crazy fun.
Could I download their music and put it on a playlist or even listen to it on a car ride?
On a car ride,
Probably
no.
not.
It's really great for background, like good vibes, bringing the vibe up. Like you're at the beach, you're at a cookout,
Yeah.
you go see it. Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect stuff for
I couldn't
for the
just
perfect
listen to it,
vibe.
though.
But no, you can't just like sit in your like.
That's a different kind of person.
It's not me. They're not my number one choice to
different
just
kind
sit
of
and enjoy, but they're fantastic. Fantastic Vibe Live. Great for parties, great for cookouts, outdoorsy, beachy. All around good shit. All around good shit.
Oh, man. Nothing. Just, it was a good shit.
Yeah,
It was a good time, man.
It was a good time.
Did we figure out, like, is the old guy that was playing the guitar also alongside John Mayer, is he the only remaining member from the original group?
From what I looked up, it looked like he was, yeah.
The drummer looked pretty old, too, so that made me curious.
Yeah, he might have been. He
I
might
don't
have
know.
been. But I did a quick Google because
I'll
I
have
only
to.
knew that there was 1 or 2 left, and I knew because that was Bob Weir that we saw last night, and he was the original rhythm and backup singer.
Okay.
And now that Jerry Garcia
Makes sense because
is not
he was
there,
playing rhythm and backup.
him and John Mayer like split the lead now. That's what I mean by like he carried like
I
John Mayer
thought
also
John Mayer
helps.
was like the big lead, stole the show.
Nah, well he is like the perfect undertone carrier because he can just play and play and play, and he can really help carry a group, and he's just the perfect fit. It's awesome to see him do his thing, even when it's not his own songs, because he doesn't do a single one of his own songs. I don't think we heard a single John Mayer jam song last night. I think it was all them, and that he just goes all in on them.
Yeah, man, last night was super cool. Like when we walked in and I like just saw what we had walked into. Like I said, I don't really listen to them. I went because I was offered a ticket, which shout out you and your mom. That was cool.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks.
No problem.
But as soon as I walked in, I was like, this is something special. Like
Yeah,
this
it's
is
cool.
something that I'm gonna want to remember. So like I'm just gonna buy the merch.
Yeah, it's cool.
I didn't need it. It looks cool. Of course I'll wear it, but like, and I'm kind of a poser because like.
But there's the experience
I
attached
don't
to it
listen
too.
to
I
it.
mean, you go.
That's
see
my
it.
point. Is like this is gonna be something cool. This is gonna be a special
Yeah,
moment in time. This is what I want to remember, and I want to have shit to remember it with.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I did it.
that's why I bought some tangible stuff.
It was cool.
Let's dive into some news stories. I'm not really like a news guy. I don't really read the newspaper and whatnot, but
I don't either, but there was some interesting shit that happened.
I've stumbled upon a couple articles that might make you giggle.
Yes.
So, some Hoosier horrors, Indiana State news. Whoa! Thank you. This just in. Indiana mom arrested on bike with 2-month-old twins and a milk crate on the back of it while she's traveling.
What?
Yeah, you heard it. An Indiana mom has been jailed after she was busted riding her bike across town carrying her crying 2-month-old twins stashed in a milk crate. This is her, right? This is her. Check that out. What do you think her name is? What does she look like?
I don't know. Let me see it again. Oh, God, dude.
And where does she look like she's from in Indiana? What town?
Didn't you just say?
No.
I thought you just said where she was from.
I said she was riding across town.
Oh. I don't know. She looks like a Jeanette or
A
something.
Jeanette.
I don't know. I mean, what's...
It's even worse.
So it's not Jeanette.
It's not Jeanette. No spoiler alert.
Gosh, I don't know what it is then.
Blossom Kirby.
Blossom? Oh,
36
dude, she blossomed, that's for sure. She blossomed
36
into a
years old.
fine young woman.
I'm not seeing what town or city she was in, but it was across. Oh, I thought it was saying. Okay, so this article on the New York Post says Indianapolis Street.
Okay.
This article says across Indianapolis, and this is Daily Mail. I don't know who's credible here, but
Across Indianapolis? So she was
biking across the city with her 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, so
And
she
they're
was just
saying-
going on a trek. She's just out here trekking across
On a
Indy.
hot day. And when was this?
Oh man, dude,
When was
that
this
just gets
reported?
worse. Is that like in the last week? Because it has been
this
hot.
was June 13th.
Yeah. So what? 2 weeks ago?
Man.
Last week, 2 weeks ago. Oh my God. Well, last week or 2 weeks ago.
What is wrong?
2 weeks ago too. What was the thing that happened at the monument? The two people that were having sex with each other on the monument.
Yeah, the Monument Circle Miracle.
Oh my God, dude! The Monument Circle Miracle. That's what they're gonna call that kid,
dude. Yeah, but you know what the best part is?
That's what they're gonna call him, the Monument Circle Miracle.
So look, later on in the video, I don't. Have you said? Did I send you the video?
Well, hold on. Drop some context.
All right, yeah, hold on. Wait.
Because that was a quick transition.
Quick transition, and as soon as you started talking about Monument Circle fucking, and I was like, "Did you see the video?" All right, listen. Full disclaimer: I was not a part of this.
No,
might be a shocker, but like,
no.
I wasn't.
No shot.
And it's these two what appear to be homeless people. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume.
And if not homeless, damn near.
I'm not gonna assume the housing stability of these two individuals. But it is what appears to be a male and a female on Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. And there's this Instagram video that some random account, Howie.so.sweet, shout out you, Howie, he posted this video and he's commentating in the background. And I can't tell if he was just, I think it looks like he was just walking down the street and then saw this and stopped and like started recording.
Yeah, dude, I can't imagine that he was there to record that.
No, but I'm saying like it doesn't look like it's from his apartment window or anything, okay?
I know, but this is just one of those things.
So he's got this video up and these people are fucking like clear as day. That's what they're doing. And the video's like 13 minutes long, guys. And this random dude comes up out of nowhere from the left side of the screen.
As if it can't get any worse.
And he's shirtless. He's got a beer gut. It's a white Caucasian male.
Hey, can I get a turn?
About 5'10", looks to be about 195 with a beer gut. And he's got his hat on sideways. And you can tell he's probably the kind of guy that he probably talked like this.
Hey, can I get a turn?
He probably talked like this. And hey, well, apparently that's exactly what he said.
I know.
Because he starts joining in. He tag teams in, dude. Oh, I never see any kind of exchange for money.
Oh, no.
Nah,
dude.
not once.
It's one of
this
the wildest
the craziest
like,
thing.
human interactions I've ever seen. And by wildest, I mean like feral. Like absolutely feral wild. Like just
I'm pretty sure
wild.
Towards towards the end of it, she starts sucking both of them off.
Oh no!
And then they switch back. I think the other guy goes back.
No.
And they start tagging her together.
No.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So
well,
shout out Howie. Shout out Howie for that fucking gem of a clip. Downtown Indy, baby.
There you have it.
It's not graphic at all. It's like super distant, but you can tell what's going on. That's what makes it even better. You don't have to see anything fucking gross.
You know exactly what's going on.
It's the best.
If you have a brain, you know exactly what's going on. And it's heinous. It is heinous. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in like a public video. And the fact that happened right here in our beautiful home city of Indianapolis.
All right. Well, still a Hoosier, but not near Bloomington.
Damn. On to the next.
Yeah, on to the next. I can't keep talking about that, man.
Who else we got?
Still a Hoosier, not down in IU. Up at Notre Dame, known as the Notre Dame Hot Pocket Bandit.
Yeah, hold on. Before we get into this whole thing surprises me like crazy because I really didn't expect the setting of this to be Notre Dame. Like the act that follows.
Well, so it's not.
I was like, this does not sound like something that would go on at Notre Dame.
This is a student.
I know, but still, I don't know. Get into it. Get into it.
A college student doing something reckless. Imagine.
Imagine that. Right. I'm naive.
The story doesn't sound like it's real, but it's very real. According to Ryan Broderick on BuzzFeed and several other news sources, but this is his article on it. South Bend law enforcement responded to a burglar alarm that triggered at a therapeutic indulgence. It's a therapy spa in South Bend, early Sunday morning. Officers believe that 19-year-old Notre Dame University student Brian McCurran smashed through the front door of the spa using a 100-pound flower pot, dude. And so, yeah, like that doesn't look like a door. That looks like a wall.
When they say 100-pound flower pot, the visual that puts in your head is just incredible. You just imagine this guy like, on, just like grabbing it from both sides
Had
and
to
just
be a football
throwing
player.
it through the
Had
wall.
to be a football player.
Like it's a medicine ball, like side twist throw. You know what I mean? Just throwing it.
Oh, so here's the picture of the wall. Once inside, McCurran allegedly used a hammer he found in the breezeway and started digging through the drywall into the main building.
He was digging. It's not just that he broke through, dude. He had to dig.
Bro, like, uses a 100-pound flower pot to smash through a door, starts mining through the drywall. McCurran allegedly got a hold of a fire extinguisher, spraying it inside 4 different rooms of the building. It left a trail that led officers upstairs, where they found McCurran very disoriented. They found him still in the building. It gets weirder. Oh, God. Apparently, during his rampage, McCurran went into the spa's kitchen. He heated up several Hot Pockets, and police found a macaroni and cheese cooking in the oven.
This man was just trying to have a cookout at like 3 a.m. and he's doing it in the spa.
McCurran was arrested and charged with burglary, vandalism, and underage drinking. Therapeutic indulgence estimates McCurran caused several $1,000s worth of damage. This is the kid. Bro, he is a brick.
Yeah, that guy, look at his neck.
This is what I'm saying. He's built like a fucking block.
There's like no dip in his neck. His neck just goes like straight up into his ears.
He was still intoxicated the next morning, and when he was asked by police if he had done any drugs, he responded, "I hope so."
Oh, dude. The man doesn't even remember.
So he was found laying on the table, just in a pile of Hot Pocket remnants, and had macaroni still cooking in the oven. I hope it wasn't Easy Mac.
What kind of blacked out do you have to be to hit that kind of level of like Hulk-ish rage, to bust through a wall just for food that is in somebody else's refrigerator?
It's
like
called
some bears don't even work that hard for food, dude.
It's called,
when they see human food like out in the wild, like in a van or something, like they sometimes don't even work that hard for it, bro.
It's called being bar-tarded.
That guy
never been it, but seen it plenty of times. Dude, don't do Xanax, kids. They're not for the weak.
Something, yeah. That guy's out there.
Hey, dude, God. After seeing him though,
when
the
asked
100-pound flower pot
drugs,
thing, that makes sense. After seeing him, he looks like he could easily deadlift and throw like 250.
Yeah, dude, he looks like he could with just his neck alone, dude. That guy's nickname is Neck. I mean,
are we sure he didn't headbutt the flower pot and then headbutt through the door? Like, are we sure he used the flower pot?
He could have just headbutted himself through the thing.
Yeah, I would like some
crazy
information on that. We'll have to look further into that.
And at Notre Dame too. That's the part that blows my mind. You know, last place really. I think that something like that would happen. And this guy just decides, yep, I need Hot Pockets and I need macaroni in the spa.
Dude.
Why not use some of the spa equipment while you're in there? Like, why didn't they find him in like a jacuzzi?
This guy looks
like why didn't they, or like a tanning bed? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Should I play a video on it?
I mean, if there's a video, yeah, I think you definitely should.
Is there? I don't know.
If you can find one, I think you should.
So if
they have his interview, can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Student breaks into business, eats Hot Pockets, and then passes out. A Notre Dame student was arrested in Indiana over the weekend after he dug his way into a massage therapy business in downtown South Bend.
Oh my God.
Brian McCurran reportedly made several failed attempts to break into the massage parlor beginning late Saturday night and extending into the wee hours of Sunday, but ultimately achieved success when he used an 100-pound flower pot to break through the front door. Once inside the porch area, he allegedly found a hammer and dug his way through the drywall into the main building instead of simply breaking the glass door.
This edit is incredible.
The 19-year-old then sprayed fire extinguisher foam all over the place before breaking several items in the main building. McCurran then went to the kitchen on the second floor, threw several Hot Pockets in the microwave, and some macaroni and cheese in the oven before passing out soon after eating drumstick ice cream cones.
The ice cream? No way.
Police arrived at the massage parlor the next morning and found the student still lying unconscious.
That alarm.
And the mac and cheese burned beyond recognition inside the oven.
Oh my God.
McCurran has been charged with burglary, vandalism, and underage drinking.
What is the cloud music in the background? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Dude, first of all, that was like the worst.
That's
just
incredible.
animated like crash dummy type animation.
That's like the animation you see at like a CPR
Oh,
video,
it was terrible.
like a HR where to find your fire exit video.
It was terrible.
Hey, whatever. Great story. That's hilarious. Shout out, dude.
Shout out, Brian. Shout out. I got a cousin.
You're doing the people's work.
I got a cousin named Brian. Not anything like that guy, but like, shout out, Brian.
Yeah, you're doing the people's work, man. You're eating all them Hot Pockets at the spa. You're doing it all.
That's the best.
The
Hot Pocket Hooligan.
The Hot Pocket Hooligan. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
All right, a little transition.
A little extra for you, Brian.
Little transition into some world news here.
All right, some world news.
Let's talk.
That's enough Hoosiers. Thank God, dude. I'm sitting here thinking, what kind of state are we in? Are we in Florida?
That's 3 different cases.
I know it's 3 different cases, 3 different cities,
and I'm sure we'll have 3 more next week.
And yeah,
stay tuned. World news. Let's talk about the missing Titanic sub, since that's like the only thing that anyone's talking about right now, which rightfully so, because that shit's crazy.
Yeah, they were.
Give me your thoughts on that.
The craziest thing that I find about it is that, like, okay, number one, the situation's sad. Let's get that out of the way. No matter how you cut it, situation's sad. People lost their lives. Sad. Okay.
Yeah, and this
That's
sucks.
Sad. Yeah, it sucks. Sucks for their families, condolences, all that stuff. Okay, sucks. I get that. The thing no, and there's not even like a comedic spin to that at the moment. But
at the moment,
the world is taking care of that because the world just lit it up with memes and stuff. They were ruthless.
Yeah, the second
they were ruthless.
search option result on Google, if you look up missing Titanic sub,
is probably memes.
It's missing Titanic sub memes.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's what I meme. It's sad no matter how you cut it. Whatever. I just find it incredible that there were so many complaints from so many different people about the way that the sub was like constructed and that the way that the company was run, that it hadn't been shut down before it was.
Hey,
it's crazy.
Hey, Kristen from North Carolina at North Carolina University. What the fuck do you know about building a sub? Like, yeah, I agree with you. Those are the dumbest complaints. What do you know about building a sub?
It's crazy.
What do you know about thousands of meters below water pressure? Huh?
What are you talking about?
Like, you're exactly what you're talking about. You're saying that the people are complaining about the way the sub was built, the way the company handled it, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, but like the sub people legitimately had flaws with it, and they just kept using them. Like they had mechanical flaws.
I'm so out of pocket. What was wrong with the sub?
Yeah, they had like actual mechanical flaws with them. Dude. And it wasn't good. I mean, there was one of the articles that I read, and I can't remember who it was off the top of my head, but one of the things that I read was that there was an ex-employee, that had told them, like, they were like, dude, this is like not safe. Like, we should not be running this type of stuff because when you're down there, these seals aren't whatever, like they're not good enough sealed or however. And then another thing that I read was that it locked from the outside. Somebody said that it locked from the outside, so they were like, "There's potential that once you even surface, you can't even get out of the sub." Right. Like this thing is built so ass backwards that like it's a little sketchy, and obviously it was a little more than a little sketchy because an implosion, bro. The physics that are behind that have to take place, an implosion. Come on,
it imploded.
Yeah, that's what happened. It imploded.
How did they figure that out?
Because of how much pressure, like the physics behind it, how much pressure is pushing down on the cabin and like all this stuff. Like it can't explode.
Right, correct. So that's
it imploded.
So like it just blew up.
Yeah,
because too much pressure.
From the inside out.
Because it was built.
Because it was a pressure
wrong.
Leak and like all this different stuff built wrong. Yada yada.
Right.
Oxygen running out. All these different things going wrong.
Damn. So they would have instantly died, right? From that. Like,
the article that I read when I was in Florida, the article that I read said that it happened faster than the blink of an eye, and they all were like incinerated.
Incinerated? Like, I'm sorry.
Gone. Just poof, gone.
There's no remains of the bodies.
Poof, gone. Like so hard to fathom, just gone. Faster than that.
And there's no like black box video of this?
I don't think so. Google,
bro,
check it out. Check it out. See if you can find anything as far as
I think a megalodon ate that shit.
As far as like a black box, because ships have to have them, but then like there again. It's so sketchily built that it's like, why would they have a black box? And Angelo told me something. He told me something the other day too. we were talking about it, and Angelo goes, yeah, I read that they were using like a PlayStation controller as part of the like lowering mechanism. Like a PlayStation 3 controller was part of the launching mechanism. And I was like, excuse me? I hadn't read that.
There is no black box.
But that's what he said. All right, well, check out the PlayStation thing. See if that's legit. Because that's what Angelo said. And I'm not trying to discredit him at all, but I just want to see if that's legit because I had not read that.
I'm going to double down on this, and then I'm going to tell you why I think it. I think a megalodon ate it. And I think that because they're feeding us the news about like, oh, it imploded, it did this. And then they probably had the ex-employee. They were like, hey, you want one last paycheck? Fucking here, leak this news about us and stir up commotion about this so that it's way away.
Hat right now.
Yeah, sure the fuck am, dude. Yeah, megalodons, dude.
Yeah, I mean they definitely don't know what all is down there. But the thing that they did say is that they found part of the wreckage. So like they found pieces of the sub that were down by the Titanic wreckage. So it happened and then it floated all the way down.
Missing Titanic sub PlayStation controller.
Yeah, what's up with that?
How the tourist sub works.
Because that's what I'm most interested about is just how janky this whole thing was and people were still going. Like, still going. And for loads of money, too. It's not like they were just going. It was like this company was racking in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
In multiple interviews with the media outlets, including Seattle ABC affiliate KOMO, Rush demonstrated that the pilot would navigate the Titan using a PlayStation game controller. I understand why for people it's a little astonishing to think that this deep diving submarine would have something as simple as a commonplace as a video game controller. However,
what?
Gerjuis? I don't know how you say that. Who has traveled into depths of 10,000 feet in a submersible for research, believes the game remote is unlikely to be the source of the Titan's problem compared to its physical construction.
Might not have been a problem, but can you imagine you paid $250,000 for your ticket to go see the Titanic, and you hop in a sub, and it's sitting right there, very front of the thing. Guy sits down, he's like, all right, we're going down.
Yeah. Hey, here's why. Here's why.
Hold on, let me press this button combination. I'm over here pressing like cheat codes.
Hey, you know why I think that? You know why I think that's crazy?
Bro.
Or not crazy? Sorry.
Yeah, please indulge.
The military has done test flights with like pilotless planes and drones for like combat, and the controllers are very similar to like Xbox.
I mean, it's not completely out there because of like drones and stuff too. But
it's the same shit.
But you're getting in a submarine,
bro,
and you're heading.
But that's just the steering mechanism. It's not the only thing that he's using to control the ship.
Yeah, but doesn't that kind of tell you about what kind of operation they have?
No, dude, it's cool. And then it's like, oh, can I drive it? Like I paid $250,000 just to be down here. Let me drive the boat. Let me drive the sub.
Questionable. I find that very questionable. Me personally.
Be like, nah, bro, pass the sticks.
Nah, pass the sticks. I got that. Let me drive the boat.
Oh, you lost your life. Pass the sticks. Oh, you imploded the sub. Now it's my turn when we respawn.
God, dude. Oh, God, dude. Oh, no.
Sorry. Fuck that. People would have laughed. And if they don't laugh...
I'm laughing right now.
Yeah. If you didn't laugh, unsubscribe.
Yeah, I'm laughing right now. Yeah,
Please
dude.
don't.
What a...
We need all of you.
What a time, though. I mean, it's just weird, the stuff that's come out about it.
Yeah, man.
Just weird.
The
whole situation's unfortunate.
It makes
Safety issues are essentially what caused it, and that always sucks because those could have always been avoided.
Makes me even more scared of the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm terrified of the ocean.
Dude,
to be completely honest with you, I'm terrified of the ocean.
It's
not
funny.
Terrified enough to not get on a boat or to not like go into the ocean, but it's still scary.
I just watched a movie, and it wasn't a great movie by any means, but it was whatever. It was worth the $4 that I spent.
What was it?
It was called The Black Demon, and it's about a giant.
Is it a documentary?
No, it's about a giant megalodon. Like
as soon as you said giant, I was like, no.
Giant megalodon shark, and it's out off the Baja coast of Mexico.
Okay.
And it's based around this oil rig, right? The black The shark is the demon. Okay. So the shark has been summoned by how do you say his name? Hold on. I don't want to get this wrong. Google.
By like a god or something?
Yeah, Mexican god or Aztec god. Aztec. By Tlaloc. 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 I think that's how they said it in the movie.
All right.
So the shark has been summoned by him. He's like a force of nature, right, to reset the balances and rid the humans and get rid of the freaking oil rig.
Okay.
And this thing just haunts this oil rig, right? And so the guy, this guy, he's a like representative of the oil company, and he does all the inspections on all the rigs, right?
Okay.
So he goes out to this coast. He's doing it, and he's been out there several times. He's done this before. This is just a routine check. And he goes out there, and he finds that there's tons of problems with it.
Yeah.
And on his trip out there, like he's taking the boat out there, and the guy who's taking him out there, he takes him to like some middle stop dock. And he's like, all right, this is as far as I can take you. Like, there's the other boat. You got to drive yourself the rest of the way. And he's like, what the hell? He's like, whatever, I'll do it. And so he does it. He goes out there. His family's getting harassed by like some local Mexican gang.
Okay.
That's all pissed off that they're there.
Okay. There's a lot going on in this movie.
Yeah. And so his family hops on a boat, and just a random boat, and escapes and goes out to the rig with him because they like don't feel safe on the island anymore. It's it's the dumbest thing to happen.
Now you're real safe.
Yeah. Right. So they get out there, they make it, but they barely make it because the shark's hunting them, but they don't know. Like, they just know something's following them. They're like, oh, they're flooring the boat.
Yeah.
And then the boat that took him out there, that guy turns around real quick to bust it back to shore.
Oh, and he gets swallowed.
And the only two people that are on the rig before that family gets there, well, the only three were the family's husband, right, the girl's husband, and the two people that have been stranded on it and working on it for years. And they're like local Mexicans.
Could they not fly a helicopter to it? You gotta take a boat.
Movie logic, bro. Shut up.
All right.
God, stupid questions that just kill.
I know, man.
Killed the synopsis.
I
Like,
know.
you just blew a hole right through the plot. Great.
I know,
No.
sorry.
And here's why. Because the shark probably would have jumped out of the water and ate it.
I
There you
know.
go. They couldn't have got low enough.
Sharknado type shit.
So, no, not out of the sky, out of the water.
Out of the water into the sky.
So anyway, this boat's speeding off, and the people come out, and they're like, how did you get here? Why did you get here? And he's like, well, after the... And they're like, why is everyone freaking out? Like, what is going on? And he's like, just watch. And you look out, and you see just the biggest fucking megalodon you've ever seen. Just boom, snatch up this little boat, just boom, and just fall back into the water. And the family standing there, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" The wife's freaking out, panicking, like, "Kids, get inside!" Blah 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 blah. And when the boat arrived there initially, the daughter fell into the water, and she's like,
she was almost
coming out
in
all
honor.
oil. Yeah. But apparently, since this shark is like summoned by this Aztec god,
Yeah.
it has like powers and it can make you see shit. So while she was underwater, she saw all these floating body parts,
Oh, gross.
and she's freaked the fuck out. And then she saw this shark eat the boat, and so then the
so
whole
now she's just absolutely out there.
The whole movie takes place on this rig, and they're battling the shark, trying to figure out a way to escape the rig and like
Wow.
get their way out of there, basically. And it ends in the craziest way. And there,
What a storyline.
yeah. And there's a plot twist. You probably won't watch
A
it. So I'm gonna spoil it.
God-summoned megalodon comes to terrorize an oil rig and rid the earth of.
And the plot
humans
twist is
for
that the rig has
balance.
been failing for years, and the company should have just shut it down a long
they're
time
just
ago.
tearing it up.
The guy that they sent out there to freaking inspect it, he's been signing off on all the false documents for years because the company told him to.
Yep.
And he's like, I did it for you. I did it for my family.
Being
blah,
a
blah,
little
blah.
corporate guinea pig.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he straps C4 to his own chest and swims down the shark's throat and blows it up.
Oh, nice. Sacrificial ending.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude.
And it was like, that was the prophecy. Like, that had to happen.
Oh, it was the prophecy?
Yeah.
There's a prophecy in this movie, too?
Yeah.
What in the hell is this movie? This thing is like a fever dream, dude. I feel like
It's
you're like, yeah, I paid $4 for it. I'm thinking, I think you were just asleep. Are you sure that wasn't like last night
I'm
after
positive, I'm
the show? You're just
Dude.
you're just
No,
out
for sure.
and you got megalodons.
Yep. Yeah, one of the crazier movies I've seen.
It probably was somebody's dream, and they just turned it into a movie, and that's what it was. Probably somebody's fever dream, legit. Wow. What's the name of the movie?
The Black Demon.
Oh, The Black Demon. Yeah. The Black Demon. That reminds me of a movie, family-friendly movie. I think it's called Black Sheep. Have you seen that movie?
Nope.
It's like a D-list movie. I remember watching it in high school. Jay Bell and like his friend showed it to me one night when we were at Jake's. And this movie literally is one of the cringiest horror movies I've ever seen in my life. It might actually be the worst one ever made. It is about evil sheep. Okay. Evil sheep on a farm. And all they do is eat people. At night, they just turn into like crazy man-eating sheep and they eat people. And then through the day, they're like nice, normal sheep. And then they just eat people. And there's a scene in this movie.
You lied.
What?
You said family friendly.
I know. I completely lied. And I lied because of this. There's a scene in this movie. It's one of the most heinous things I've ever seen on screen, and I actually could not believe that they put it in this movie. There is a part where a man gets caught with his pants down in the barnyard, and a sheep in the middle of the night, as they are just rampaging, like going crazy, runs up to this dude, grabs him by the dick, and just rips his dick off.
Grabs him how?
Just
with his mouth.
Okay.
I was like, these sheep got
gone,
thumbs.
dude.
These sheep grab you.
Yeah, dude. Just it like stretches.
Oh,
like they didn't just show it like ripping. It like it's like, what are you guys using for your special effects, bro?
Silly putty.
Or not even your special effects. What are you using for your practical effects? Because that was like a balloon. That was like whang. It was like, what? Is that how that would happen?
Snaps back.
Did you guys do actual research on this? Like. That's gross.
I think a sheep would bite down and like it would just crunch right through where it's at.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but instead they made it as grotesque and weird as possible. And I was like, I cannot believe that you guys got the okay from a producer to put that in a movie. That is heinous. That's one of the weirdest shit. So yeah, that's what that reminded me of. Just weird ass animal movies.
Okay. I think we need to switch topics now because that movie sounds significantly worse than the one that I watched.
Oh, dude, it was a waste of like an hour and a half.
Thank you.
The story's impeccable. I mean, the synopsis.
You know what's impeccable? These new chairs.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad that we got the new the new studio set up. I'm very glad. Very glad.
Very
Works
cool
out well.
chairs.
Works out well.
Very cool. You want to talk some NBA?
Dude,
I would love to talk some
that
basketball.
happened over the weekend, or over the week too, over the past week.
Man.
A lot of NBA trades.
All right, let's talk about the big one.
A lot of
big
NBA
elephant
trades.
in the room. Beal to Phoenix. Blah, blah, blah. What do you think? Bradley Beal to Phoenix Suns.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, the Wizards are trying to blow up the team. They're trying to rebuild, right?
Okay. Sure. Yeah, it makes sense for the Wizards.
Yeah, they get rid of Porzingis. They get rid of Beal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I see why Phoenix dropped Chris Paul, okay? I see why. Because he's getting up there in age, okay? He's still a baller, right?
He's never healthy.
He's still a baller. He does have some health issues as far as staying healthy, but, like, I totally get it. I mean...
Sorry, not never healthy, but he doesn't last the whole season.
Yeah, no,
and you need
totally
him in the
get it.
playoffs the most.
Oh, yeah, you do.
That's why he's got to be, I think Nick Wright said that you got to be like a 40 games a season player.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Warriors can use him.
Yeah,
But anyway, back to Beal. Back to Beal.
I think he's a really good fit for the Warriors. I think he just made them
back to Beal.
Way more dangerous. But back to Beal. Think it's a good move for him. I really do. I don't understand why people are saying trade DeAndre Ayton. I don't understand why people are saying that. I think that he has a lot of potential. I think Bradley Beal going there gives that team a fresh look. Because who else they got? They got freaking
Kevin Durant.
And Devin Booker. Yeah.
Who else do they have?
Yeah. Kevin Durant.
Wrong.
Devin Booker. Bradley Beal. Who's their Bridges? Mikal Bridges? Don't they have him?
They traded him for KD. So
you're right. You're right.
As of right now, their
DeAndre
roster.
Ayton
Of right now, this is their roster. This is these are the people.
Here.
These are the people they have on their roster.
All right, hit
this
me.
is it.
Hit me.
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Bradley Beal, Cameron Payne. That's the list.
That's the lineup, and that's a great
No. That's not the lineup. That's the list. Those are the only players they have signed right now.
Oh,
as of today's date,
they have 5 players.
28th. Yeah, it's free agency first of all, so they're going through like contract renegotiations and stuff.
No, I mean that's fair.
But also they don't have any cap. They have like after the Bradley Beal trade, they have $4 million left to be paying with this year.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure. Don't die on that hill, but I'm almost positive that's the number. I think that's what it was either Cowherd. It was either Colin Cowherd or Chris Broussard. One of those guys said it.
That is such a low number.
Like, that's what they have left available for this year, dude.
That's trouble.
So part of the reason of trading DeAndre Ayton is that, right? Another part of the reason is DeAndre Ayton was unhappy with Devin Booker and Chris Paul there and not getting enough touches because he's a former number 1 pick. Number one overall pick.
I know, yeah.
So he wants the ball in his hand. He thinks he can prove something. And he's a young guy, and he's good, right?
Yeah, he is.
And if he gives you 18 and 10 on the touches that he's already getting, well, what if he's your second fiddle? What if he's your second option?
Yeah.
Then he's thinking he's going to give you 26, 27.
Yeah.
Right? Because he thinks he's that guy. And he might be. I'm not saying he's not. But you got D-Book and KD. I don't know who Batman is there, but one of them's getting the most amount of touch. 1A, 1B, right? That's those guys.
Probably
and then you got Bradley Buckets.
Yeah.
You're the fourth option, Ayton.
Yeah.
And if you're not happy with that and you're not going to buy in and commit to the team fully, then, like, you got to go.
Yeah. Because he could be, like, the best role player
I think we're
going to
see. I think we're going to see a 3-way trade between maybe if last year's feelings on this are similar to what they were, which I know they are for LA. 3-way trade between the Suns, the Pacers, and the Lakers.
What would it be?
Ayton to Indiana. Miles Turner and Buddy Hield to Phoenix or to LA. And LA sends Rui Hachimura. And I don't know who else, but at least 1 or 2 picks to Phoenix. And Phoenix picks up younger and less expensive contracts.
That's interesting.
And the Lakers get Buddy Hield, which they always wanted, and they get Miles Turner, which they've come out and said they wanted, but they're not dying to get him.
Yeah.
And then the Lakers get to move on from the Turner era, and we pick up Ayton, and he becomes our number 1 option. And we have him or Mathurin, and then you've got Tyrese man in the show, and I think that team is a play-in contender at least. I'm not saying they'd make it out of the play-in, but they'd at least make it to that play-in spot.
That's an interesting trade.
So, yeah, man. I don't know who exactly LA's given up for that, but I think that's a trade that could happen. It's on the board, right? It's on the board. But I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be. Who else got traded last week?
Porzingis to Boston.
Oh, yeah, we got Porzingis.
Smart to Memphis. Paul to the Warriors.
Yep. I think Paul to the Warriors is a good fit. Made them deeper.
Did it.
I mean, they don't have Jordan Poole anymore.
Yeah, but you had to get that other. So it gave him another guard, but like now their biggest players are Looney and Draymond Green, and like they're 6'9", 6'10". Like that's not big for the
yeah,
center
but Draymond's considering other options, isn't he? He's like he hasn't signed.
Yeah, I think so, but like he's probably going back to the Warriors.
He might.
I don't know. I think it's good for them if Chris Paul agrees to come off the bench, but in his entire basketball career, every game in college, at high school, college, and the pros, he has started every single game. He's never once come off the bench.
Yeah, so, I mean, do you make him a 6-man? Do you make him run like Malcolm Brogdon?
I think you make him a 6-man. It's either him or Clay, right? And here's what you do. Here's what you do when you have Steph, and they might. Clay's older and a little more injury prone. Or not older than Chris Paul, sorry, but he's older in his own age.
Yeah.
Chris Paul and Steph Curry on the court together, I think the ball has to be in Chris Paul's hands. Not because he's better, but because then you can run Steph Curry off ball more effectively than you can run Chris Paul.
Yeah, and he works great off ball.
Yeah, so
he gets open.
That's
like
the only way
crazy.
that makes sense to me. And I think Steph's at the point where he's like,
I don't use the ball out of my hand a little bit. Sometimes.
Well, I don't think he cares.
No, yeah.
He's just like, bro, I just want to win. I just want to win. So
yeah,
I think that's where they'll go with that if they keep Chris Paul. But
if they could definitely trade him away for another piece or something. But you never know.
What's really cool about that contract is though, it's up after this year, so they don't have to re-sign him.
Yeah.
So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And they free up all that money that they were going to be giving to Jordan Poole.
Yeah, they do.
So
it works out for them no matter what.
But
it either pays off now and then they re-sign him, or they doesn't pay
you
off.
What would have been smarter?
What?
So the Wizards the whole way they got Jordan Poole was by trading Chris Paul, right?
Right.
They obviously wanted Jordan Poole.
Right.
Well, Bradley Beal had a no trade clause.
Okay.
So that means the only way he's getting traded is if he requests one, or if he agrees on like a destination.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Hey, we want to trade you. We know you have a no trade clause, but would you be okay if we did to this team?
Yeah,
he
but
can
where
be
do you
like,
want to
yeah.
go? Type deal.
So he gave him a few options as to where he wanted to go, and that's how they got him to Phoenix.
Yeah.
What if they would have just cut out the middleman and sent Bradley Beal to the Warriors?
Dude, that would have been kind of cool.
For Jordan Poole and company.
That would have been sick.
Like,
the thing that I wish
You know?
low-key would have happened, so, and this ties into the Celtics trade as well, is that because we were going to trade Smart, we got Porzingis, but we already have, like, Robert Williams, and I get that we don't really have, like, another
who's hardly healthy.
dedicated center. Well, he wasn't last year because he had surgery, but then once he missed, like, the first 15, 20 games last year because of surgery and, like, rehab and coming back.
Okay.
But then once he was back, he played. And, I mean, he was in the lineup almost every single night when he was healthy. So, and he's great. He's a young player. He's huge. He can block shots. He can score. He can rebound. He can do all that stuff. I understand that the Celtics want to make the team longer. Like, they have this huge obsession with length. Like, we're gonna have these giant athletic guys.
The
right?
Monstars.
Yeah, they're literally going to be the Monstars. They're going to be these giant athletic guys. You got Al Horford, you got JT, you got Jalen, you got Williams, you got both Grant Williams and Rob Williams. You got Blake Griffin, who's older and doesn't play a whole lot, but he's huge. You got Luke Cornett, who's a huge guy too. I mean, you got a whole bunch of guys that are big. The smallest guys on the team are like Peyton Pritchard, Malcolm Brogdon, and Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart's even like 6'2", so it's not like he's like short. You know what I mean? But I would have liked to have seen Bradley Beal go to the Celtics instead of Porzingis. I'm happy with the Porzingis move.
For who?
For Smart.
No.
And
The Wizards never do that.
What?
They don't do that in a million years.
What, point guard for point guard? Or point guard for shooting guard?
Marcus Smart for Bradley Beal. They want Jaylen Brown.
Oh, I know, but I wish that, like, I'm just saying
so
that, like,
that trade never happens.
I know it doesn't happen, but I just wish that he would get there, because then you get Duke Bradley Beal, and you get Duke Jason Tatum. You get that nice Duke bond going. Fact check me, but I do believe Bradley Beal went to Duke. I do believe he's a Duke Blue Devil. Is he not?
Florida.
I'm an idiot.
I was like, no way.
I'm an idiot. Never mind. Screw the trade. That's the whole reason I wanted it. Never mind. I totally thought that he was a Duke guy.
Are you silly? You thinking Kyrie?
No, I knew Kyrie went, but I also thought that Bradley Beal went. That's on me. My bad. But yeah,
It's all
no.
good.
So I
was like,
I do like
"There's
Bradley
what?"
Beal though, so it would have been nice, because now for point guard we have like Malcolm Brogdon,
Word.
which is cool because he was 6th man of the year, but I don't know if he's a starting point guard good.
Hey.
But then you have JT, who's like a point forward, so it doesn't really matter. And Jalen, so it's like
Where do you think
have one of those guys
Dame
take
is
the
going to
ball.
end up? Because I think he's.
Dude, I don't know. That's a good question.
I think
That's a
he
really
is
good question.
traded before the trade deadline next season.
I'm surprised he wasn't traded this year.
Unless he said this is the way, like one of the only ways he stays in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
They got to build a real contender, and what that looks like to him is they sign Draymond, and they bring back Jeremy Grant, and then it's him, Jeremy Grant, Draymond, and Scoot Henderson. He was like, I would give that a go.
Wow, that'd be a cool lineup.
Yeah, but it don't make you like you're not winning the West with that lineup.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
That was very adamant.
Yeah, I'm putting some bass in my voice for that
That
one.
was very adamant.
For sure. Yeah, fuck no.
Why? Explain your thoughts.
Scoot Henderson, as good as I think he's going to be, I think he's going to have a better rookie year than Wemby.
Ooh, okay.
I think he'll play more games.
Hot take.
I think he'll play more games. I think his body is NBA ready.
Okay.
I think Wemby needs to put on some pounds, just like Chet did.
Okay, fair.
Chet missed his whole rookie year. You know, God forbid something happened to Wemby in summer ball.
Yeah.
So Scoot. Otto just hit the
Otto's out here stretching out.
As good as I think he's gonna be, I don't think he's gonna. Him and Jeremy Grant can't be your second. Like neither of them can be the second best option on a championship team.
Okay, fair.
I'll
give that one to
Klay
you.
Thompson was only good enough for one season, and he had to play out of his freaking mind to be the best player on a winning championship team. He was the second best player on a championship contender for a couple years.
Yeah.
But like, think about that. Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
Jeremy Grant ain't as good.
Yeah.
And like, until I see it, I'm not gonna assume Scoot Henderson's gonna be that good. Not off rips, right?
Sure. I mean,
So-
rookie coming in. I mean, you gotta assume what you gotta assume.
Right. But I think Dame ends up in Miami because that's where he said he would like to go.
Man.
And I think the trio of him, Butler, and Bam,
Oh, dude, that's tough. You know,
they're the favorites in the East.
well, I know.
No.
automatically they
Yeah,
would
with
be.
that.
I know.
Even with Giannis
I
out there.
know, I know.
Even with the Celtics.
I know.
Sorry, buddy.
And it's painful, and I hate that because
And I think they have the assets to make the trade happen.
I think Green would look good on
They
him.
send Strus over there. They send Tyler Hero over there. They send a couple picks. Oh yeah.
I think Green would look good on
You
him.
giving up JB?
I would. I would for Dame. I love you, JB, but I would
do it for Dame too. But damn, bro,
It's Dame time.
Jaylen Brown. But then
Jaylen Brown's good too.
But
though.
then you're win now because Dame's probably got 2 more years. At
Oh
this
yeah,
level
no,
left.
you were definitely win now oriented with a good enough base still that you can figure it out once he retires.
Sure.
And you could
Sure.
you could realistically keep that team together for another 2 to 3 years if you win the first championship. Like, let's say that somehow miraculously he gets to Boston. JB, I'm sorry, you're not there anymore because you're too good of an asset, and they're keeping JT. So,
Yeah.
and then they'll take like Peyton Pritchard probably too.
What
Sorry,
about-
Peyton, but you're probably gone. Or Luke Cornett, or I don't even know who else after that because
So-
Muscala and Gallinari are gone.
But
Dude, that would be so nice.
I got 2 more trades. One of them makes a lot of sense.
Well, hold on, time out before we move on. I am excited about Porzingis because if you're gonna add somebody with length that can, dish the ball.
Sure.
He's a good visual center. He can make assists. He can make plays, and he's athletic. So I know he had the whole like scandal thing go on. He's kind of been on like a weird trajectory last year or two, but like, fuck it, get a new start in Boston and go kill it the rest of your career.
I got 2 more trades that make sense.
Yeah, hit me.
Or well, one of them makes sense. The other one's just a long shot, but like it's not out of the realm. I don't think. I think it's maybe on the board.
Who is
Slim
it?
chance. But the first one that makes a lot of sense would be Philly. You send Dame to play with Embiid.
Oh wow.
Better, more reliable than Harden.
And
Like-
you give up who, like Tobias Harris?
Harden, assuming he resigns.
You send Harden.
or Tobias Harris. Yeah,
You send
yeah,
you
bro.
send Harden for.
I would send
for
Harden. I don't
Dame.
know. I don't know if Portland does that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But yeah, Tobias Harris, if not, for sure. Tobias Harris, maybe 1 or 2 other guys to make the money work, and then a couple picks.
Who's the point guard that they have? Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey.
Don't they
He
have
would have to
Tyrese
go.
Maxey?
He'd
He'd
probably
probably be
be-
one of them to go.
It'd be around Maxey and Tobias Harris, yeah.
Or who's the other guy that they have?
But then the Blazers don't have to re-sign Jeremy Grant if they don't want to.
Well, yeah,
So
yeah, that's an option then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit.
so that's one option.
People kind of forget about
Another
Philly.
option-
I kind of forget about Philly.
And this is kind of coming full circle to where we first talked about.
What?
Send DeAndre Ayton to Portland. Re-sign Jeremy Grant.
Whoa.
Scoot Jeremy Grant, DeAndre Ayton, and then you got a problem in Phoenix
Whoa,
if
dude.
they can figure out to make it work. Because that's a lot of sharing the rock, and that's a lot of dudes who need the rock.
Wow.
But damn, Dame, Beal, Book,
That one kind of
KD.
just floored me. Yeah, that one kind of just floored me. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Burning hot, but oof.
Yeah, they'd be white hot, but it's like, can they make it
There's only one
balanced?
Yeah, know? Like,
exactly,
damn, bro.
Exactly.
If they just play with 3 hoops and 3 balls,
The great thing is,
I'd bet the
though-
house on them.
I mean, yeah. The great thing though about it too is that like, no matter what kind of play style you have to play against a team, you can play it. With that kind of lineup, like if you got to feed your bigs, feed your bigs. If you got
Well, who's your big on the Suns at that point? Because you traded Ayton, so KD's your 4 now. because you're running Dame and Beal at the 1 and 2.
Well, that's
and
the thing. You
put
just
Book
told
at
me
the
that
3.
they only have 5 players, so
I know.
I don't know.
So like you got.
So I don't know who they have. So I have no clue.
They gonna go play 4-on-5 the whole season.
Yeah, they will.
And they'd bust everybody's ass.
They'd bust some people up. I'll tell you that.
Man,
they really would. Even with a -1 disadvantage.
So here's kind of segue here. Here's why that trade would be terrible for the Suns.
Oh well, they don't have a center.
Well, that and the new collective bargaining agreement that's coming in, the new collective bargaining agreement rules that are coming into play.
What do you mean?
The NBA. So
Tell me. Inform me.
It's called the CBA, collective bargaining agreement, and there's some new rules coming into effect. The biggest one, and most noteworthy, being that you can no longer trade. So how they traded, multiple pieces for Kevin Durant, right? Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, pick this, pick that. Blah, blah. You can no longer trade multiple people to meet salary requirements. So if I have a contract of $10 million and you trade me 2 $5 million players, not worth it. Or not worth it. Not allowed. It now has to be straight up contract match. But
that's tough.
They're also to expand cap room and allow teams more money. They're doing what the PLL kind of does, and they're part of players' contracts will now include equity in the team that they're playing for.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Yeah,
that changes everything.
But here's what I'm confused about on that, and I might be able to find it, I might not. But if I get signed to the Pacers, and part of my contract over the next 4 years is I get 5% in the team.
Right.
After my contract's up, do you guys take that stock back and I just keep the money that I've made off that?
Probably.
Or do I get that stock and keep it pushing to the next destination, and now I've got equity in 3 teams?
No. I would say that they probably cash you out of that stock, of your equity in that team. And then if you're smart, you can either in your next contract get more of an equity in the next team or get the same. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that they let you keep that rolling team to team. They might though. You know, the NBA does some shit, but you never know.
On Saturday, the NBA and its players agreed to coexist peacefully with a new collective bargaining agreement. The deal ensures that we won't have a lockout until 2029 at the earliest, but labor stability is just about the only constant at play here. The new CBA is going to tweak virtually every element of roster building in some significant way. Trades, free agency, and NBA draft, and even salary cap itself will undergo significant changes once the new deal takes effect this offseason. It might take years to feel the full impact of those changes, but they are coming. 2017 edition is a 598-page tome written in the sort of legalist terms. Not legalist.
Wow. I mean, I think it's good. I think that the PLL in a lot of ways is setting a lot of different like precedents for the way that sports are going to have to be. Sports leagues, that type of thing. Players are going to have to be compensated. Sports leagues.
Cap and luxury tax. Here's the good news. The basic structure governing salary cap is not changing. Players and owners will still split the league's basketball-related income essentially 50-50.
Okay.
With each side capable of bringing it up to 51, depending on how teams spend it given during the season. Salary cap itself will be based on projection of the following season's revenue and usually amounts to around 43% of total basketball-related income divided across 30 teams.
All right.
Wow, man.
Well, that's
a lot
crazy.
of changes.
Yeah, that shakes some stuff up.
And that'll really impact how teams, like they said, are building rosters. So, like, we probably won't see the crazy traded for super teams that we've kind of been accustomed to seeing over the past decade.
Yeah.
You know? Which
it's gonna take some more like precise thought. You're not just gonna be able to like
draft picks
fish guys around. More. Yeah, draft picks. Weighted draft picks, I think, just went up. I think
dude, and you know who's set for the fucking draft?
Who?
The Thunder. They got so many damn picks. Bro.
Oh, dude, they do.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a hooper, and Josh Giddey could probably win 6th man of the year if he's on a nice roster and plays 6th man. Because that dude is a hooper. Yeah. And if Chet comes out and turns out to be what he's supposed to be, man, the Thunder are going to be a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see the Thunder actually be good.
And then they get some other draft picks.
Bring up some young guys. Yeah, bring up some good young guys. That'll be awesome.
Y'all are crazy.
That'll be awesome. They set themselves up pretty nice for the future. You're right.
Who's their president, GM guy? Is it Sam Presti?
I'm not sure. I don't know who it is.
Thunder.
Who'd you say you think it is?
Sam Presti.
Is he basketball ops or is he who is he?
That's what I'm looking up. I'm not seeing. Hold on. Google. I'm probably way off. OKC Thunder general manager. Sam Presti. Yeah, I'm. 2023, halfway through the year, New Year resolution: be more cocky.
God,
Sam
we don't
Presti.
need that.
Sam Presti, baby. Come on now. Yeah, GM finishes number 12 in the 2022-2023 Executive of the Year voting. Ha!
Nice.
Man. How many?
Yeah, he's done pretty well. They've done pretty
I
well.
wonder if there's got to be public knowledge, right? Draft capital.
They're definitely future-oriented, that's for sure.
Oh, OKC Thunder future draft picks. They have...
Yeah, list them. Let's hear it.
They have their own 2024 first-round draft pick.
Okay.
They have the Houston Rockets 2024 first-round draft pick.
Oh, okay.
And they could turn out to be fucking trash again.
Okay.
They have the Clippers 2024 first-round draft pick.
Oh, my
They have
God.
the Utah Jazz 2024 first-round draft pick.
Oh, my God.
They have Phillies 2021 or 2025 first-round draft
That's
pick.
5.
Well, so that's 4 for 2024. 4 first-round draft picks.
Oh, my God.
I'd be surprised if they don't trade some of those. They have.
Whatever they decide to do with them, whether they decide to actually draft guys, trade them, like those are great spots to be.
They have 4 more in 2025.
Oh,
they have
my
Phillies,
word.
Houston's, or the Clippers, and then they have Miami's and their own. And they have 3 2025 second-round draft picks.
That's insane.
And they have 3 2026 first-round draft picks.
You got to use some of those.
And they have
trading chips,
2.
right?
They have 2 in 2027. So they have over the next from 2024 to 2027.
Over
They
the
have
next
4, 8.
3 years.
Yeah, they have 4 years.
4 years.
It's
from
4,
now.
5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have 4, 8, 10, 12 draft picks. They're averaging 3 a year, basically. They have 4 for the next 2 years.
And they're all first round.
All
damn
first round.
near.
And
Oh
in
my
2024, they have 2 first-round draft picks. And in 2025, they have 3. Or second round, sorry.
Oh, my God.
Like, bro, what? So 4 first-round draft picks coming up in 2024.
They're loaded so future heavy. It's crazy. If they don't use some of those as bargaining chips for some hot
if you
players at the
turn out to
moment.
need it.
Yeah, if you
But,
turn
like,
out to need
also,
it,
if you don't, if Chet turns out to be, like,
what people think he's going to be, what
Yeah.
he thinks he's going to be.
yeah, and Shai keeps going on the trajectory he is, and Josh Giddey keeps progressing, like, they're going to be solid. And then you might just take the gamble because one of those 4 draft picks for the next 2 years is going to turn into something nice.
Oh,
You got 4 first-rounders.
yeah. The odds,
You're gonna
the
find
odds
it.
are in your
You're
favor.
gonna find at least a third really good option for
Yep.
your team, like something, bro.
Yep, your odds are in your favor.
But
Yep,
damn,
you're
bro.
stacked.
Uh,
That's crazy. Good on him.
Sam
good on him.
Presti. Sam Presti is a dog.
Yeah.
In the front office.
That's crazy.
Man, oh man.
That's some finagling right there.
telling me.
That's some finagling. He's like, yeah, we'll give up some shit, but God damn it, I'll be damned if we don't put ourselves in a good position.
All right. Speaking of draft picks and stuff like that, let's talk on it briefly for a minute, just because I'm anxious for it.
What?
The fantasy football dynasty league that we're about to be in.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I'm gonna get fucked.
So who? Well, no, just do your homework.
Because I mean I'm gonna have
Do
to
your
do a lot of homework
No, just-
because I've never done this type of.
You
type of
sit
league
down for an
before.
hour and just tittle around on YouTube and stuff. You'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah, no. I just
Uh,
know that we keep we're having 2 separate drafts, right? Like we're doing a rookie draft and
Yep.
we're doing like a current player
And
draft.
the league plays every year. You don't build a new league. You don't redraft teams. You
right,
keep your
you
same
keep
team.
your team and then you gotta
So-
upgrade your team slowly.
And it's a super flex league with an independent defensive player position too.
yeah.
So super
So
flex,
you can have like Micah Parsons
right?
or somebody specific, Stephon
Right.
Gilmore.
And but the super flex part is important because you can play 2 quarterbacks.
yo, what?
Yeah. So if you get the first overall pick in the first round, who might you take?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. So, and here's the
And
difference.
if not him, it's Josh Allen and then Joe Burrow.
I'm taking Jalen Hurts over Josh Allen.
Or okay, throw Jalen Hurts in there too. Sure.
I
fine.
think Burrow, Mahomes, and Hurts are the top 3. Josh Allen's the 4th quarterback that goes off the board.
Justin Herbert.
And him and Trevor Lawrence.
Give me Justin Herbert over Trevor Lawrence. That's my personal preference. Just from a fantasy standpoint. From a fantasy standpoint.
Maybe.
Trevor Lawrence is a dog.
If it was a single quarterback league, though, I don't think it becomes as important to get a guy like Mahomes because
you can make up elsewhere.
And the highest difference between Mahomes and the 10th or 12th best fantasy quarterback last year, like the difference in points.
Point disparity wasn't that
It
bad.
was like 40 points for the whole season. That's not bad. You can make that up plenty.
Yeah, that's
but
not that bad.
Because you can have 2 quarterbacks, I think if you get the first overall pick,
significantly drives your point.
If you get the first overall pick, it has to be Mahomes. If I get anything other than the first overall pick, even if it's the second, I'm not taking a quarterback first. I will take wide receivers all day long. Guys like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, well,
T.
then you
Higgins.
start throwing guys like that on the table, and it's like, yes, you have to.
Especially in a PPR league, points per reception for people who don't know.
Yeah, you have to. But yes, if you get that first overall pick,
it's got to be Mahomes.
It has to be.
He signed for the next 10 years. You know he's going to be good.
It has to be.
You know, like he's a dog.
He's the next one up, and it hurts to say, but he's the next one up.
I don't know why that hurts you to say.
It hurts me to say it.
Come on.
I'm not a KC fan. I'm not a huge Patrick Mahomes fan, but I do respect.
I'm not a KC fan, but like, dude, he is. Like,
I do respect the hell out of him. Dude, he bought you a Switch. You gotta be a fan of him. He
Ah.
bought you a Switch. You gotta be. A fan
Hey,
of
shout
him.
out my homeboy. I love you, dog.
He's
Thanks
buying
for
you
the
shit.
Switch.
He's buying you shit via FanDuel. You gotta be a fan of him.
Yeah, he's a fucking goat.
Yeah,
he is a goat. He's. I think I agree with. Is Nick right? I think I agree with him on this. Mahomes probably top 4 quarterback all time.
I think he definitely has potential to turn out to be. Yes, I don't think he is yet.
Brady, Montana, in order. Manning, Mahomes. Who else?
That's what I'm saying, though. I think he definitely has potential.
Well, he's already top 4. Who's the 4th best, if not him?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, bro. It's Mahomes.
God dang it. All right, whatever.
It's Mahomes.
Whatever. I just don't want to admit it.
Yeah,
you're right. I just don't want to admit it.
I mean,
and it's not even the fact that you're right that I don't want to admit it. It's the fact that it's
It's
him.
the fact that him. Yeah,
I find him to be like the annoying little shithead brother of the league that's just like sidearm pass, Super Bowl. It's like,
well, dude, that was fucking Tom Brady. Tom Brady was like the annoying uncle who brags too much, and he's like, ha ha, another one. Like, dude, piss off.
Yeah, but that guy's something else.
Cool, Unc. You can dunk on me. I'm 8.
Yeah, but that guy.
I can't even touch net yet.
That guy's something else, though.
Yeah, he's fucking chomping on grass.
He's the goat.
Too bad he's fucking lost everything for it.
He didn't lose everything.
He lost his wife and kids.
He didn't lose his kids, dude. He was just on a yacht with his kids in Greece. What are you talking about? Last week when I was in Florida? Probably, dude. He's an affectionate father. What can I say? He's an affectionate father.
That's what we're calling that?
Yeah, at least it's not your kids that he's kissing on the mouth. Then we'd have real problems.
At least I don't have kids.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
God.
number one, at least you don't have kids.
That
but
would
at
be
least
the
it's not
biggest.
somebody else's kids, because then we'd have real problems. At least it's his own kids.
Mommy,
Mommy,
I thought you said I was going to meet Tom Brady and get an autograph. He kissed me.
Yeah, well, you know.
They'd be like, well, son, that's honestly more valuable. That's called a lawsuit.
Yeah.
We are rich now.
I'm sorry you didn't get your autograph, but we're going to be able to sell this for way more.
Yeah. Traumatize your kid for life, get paid millions.
Yo, no, don't. Wow, don't put him in that position.
So
willingly.
Don't let him meet Tom Brady. Got it.
Oh Jesus, no, let him meet Tom Brady. He's not.
JK, hey Tom, you're probably a really good dude.
He's not
Sorry,
gonna
man.
kiss him.
You'll never see this, but like, if you do,
I will not allow Tom Brady slander on this
stop
podcast.
kissing your son.
I will not allow it.
On the lips.
I will not allow it. It's fine.
If your kid's not wearing pull-up diapers anymore, I don't even be kissing my mouth.
Whatever, man. All right.
Was that like egregious to say?
I mean, it's not the hottest take ever. No,
I don't even think it's a lukewarm take, bro.
No,
like
that's what I mean. That's a
tap
pretty
water.
regular take. So fine, sure. If your kid's not wearing underwear anymore or Huggies, whatever. Huggies.
If your kid's not wearing underwear anymore, you raised them wrong.
I don't have kids either, because, yeah, thank God. whatever. Tom Brady, the GOAT. Yes, Patrick Mahomes, probably on the list. Probably number 4. I hate to say it, but you're right. I hate to say it. It hurts. It hurts to say it, but I say it. So, well, it was a good show.
I'm hungry.
That was a good time. I know, dude. I'm surprised that you can't hear my stomach rumbling over here.
I need lunch so bad.
It was a good show. We can go get lunch. We can do something for lunch.
Otto.
So,
my tum hurt.
The world tum hurt. Otto has been asleep this entire time. He has been cashed out, hanging out, being a good dog.
Day in the life, bro.
Day in the life of a dog.